Hi, my name is Stephanie Hameter, and this is my copyright assignment for Info 5720 using the Assure model. The first step is to analyze learners. And so for this assignment, I chose a group of fourth grade students who are 9 and 10 years old. In this class, there are a couple of special education students with an inclusion aid who helps them to read information needed. Students are highly motivated by working on computers and are visual kinesthetic learners in general. They also respond to opportunities for inquiry learning, especially when it is computer based. Prior to this, they will have knowledge about general internet navigation, how to use Google Slides, and they will also know how to use copy and paste functions. For the S, standards and objectives, I chose the AASL standards, reproducing others' work and acknowledging authorship and demonstrating respect for intellectual property of others, and the ISTE standard, demonstrating understanding of and respect for the rights and obligations of using and sharing intellectual property. Specific objectives for this lesson. Given a choice of topic or theme, students will create a Google slide to support that theme using 2 images from the public domain and 2 images that are licensed by Creative Commons with proper attribution as graded by a rubric. And also using creativecommons.org, students will apply a Creative Commons license to their Google slide and explain in a sentence why they chose that particular license for their new work. For the second S, select strategies and resources. I felt that this topic of copyright is very broad. There's a lot of information, and it's a lot for fourth graders to handle at once. And so in my lecture, I gave a general overview of copyright, but for the actual assignment, I have narrowed it down a little bit, choosing to use images since they are visual learners, and that way they can still get the concept of respecting the rights of other people's intellectual property. I am going to give them specific websites to go to, as in my lecture, I kind of compare and contrast um, using these types of websites versus just a Google search. These are more user friendly for students, especially at their age, and it provides the license for them and it provides some attribution links for them as well, but also gives them still a good idea of what the license looks like, what the license means. Students will be given time to explore the website to find out how different creators choose to label their work. And as they respond well to inquiry based learning, they're also motivated by their choice of topics. Students have prior experience with Google Slides. However, to help them out a little bit more and make things go a little faster, I will be giving them a master slide with content holders so that they can remember all of the parts needed for their assignment completion. For you, utilize resources. I would definitely preview those websites ahead of time. And before class starts, I have to create the master slide to send to the students through Google Slides so that each one will make a copy of their own. And also, I will include on the second slide that I'm giving to them a copy of the rubric. So that will be done ahead of time. The environment will be in the library, and students, we are a one-to-one campus, so students will be bringing their Chromebooks. They don't need any paper, they don't need any pencils or anything else with them, just their Chromebooks. I would probably prepare the learners with a lesson, with a little hook before the lesson. For example, I might take one of the students' Chromebooks and claim it as mine so that they can see that I'm taking something from them to use, and I would, set it up and use it, and then wait for their reaction. I'm assuming that at some point somebody will react, and then I can explain to them, well, this is the same concept when you take another person's work and you use it without their permission. I would end that portion by stating the objectives for the day. R, require learner participation. So students are going to be given time to explore in their websites that I'm giving to them. They will choose their own topic or theme and create their Google slide to support that theme. So they will have to give proper attribution for their images, and also They're going to be exploring the Creative Commons website, so they're going to be able to apply a new Creative Commons license for their new work that they have made with their topic and theme. A short example would be something like this. And then to evaluate, I have a rubric. I want to make sure that they have found 2 public domain photos. They don't require attribution, so that part isn't graded. They need to have 2 Creative Commons photos, so those do require attribution, so that is also on their rubric. And they need to apply a Creative Commons license to their new work and explain why they chose that particular license. And it's worth a total of 10 points. So that is my copyright lesson.